Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
First bucket of the evening. Now both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Here's James. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And there's the drive. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Pass to Balmaro. The three connects from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Brooks against James. Korkmaz on the wing. Down low. Cans it with nobody near him. He's got 5.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
From downtown, he drops it from range.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. James against Brooks. Pulls it from the top of the key. James can't get it to go.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's James with the jam. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Here's Brooks. The layup off target.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And there's James from the arc. That shot off the mark. A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. In transition, here they come. 4-3. Again, the miss by James.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Pass to Korkmaz with the 10-footer. Second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And here's Brooks. Here's Balmaro. To the right side. Brooks outside. Just 5 on the clock. Korkmaz pulls it in.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Takes the 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Balmaro. The 3 is up. That shot missing. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Leading by 3. And the second quarter is on it. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Takes a 3. The rebound by Diallo. And here comes the break. Here's a Kobo. No good on the 3. Here's Mirotic. Going inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Diallo, the 3. Drills it from deep. Diallo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And he lays it up and in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's a Kobo. Back to Diallo. Inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
From behind the arc. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. It's been a couple of minutes since they led in this game.
Oh, they'd love to change that here.
And it's all tied up.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's a Kobo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. With the drive, and he banks in the layup.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And the 3-pointer goes. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Diallo outside. This one for 3. McCormick with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Mirotic. Another shot.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Leaps for it. The rebound by Corneli.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And that one's good. Mirotic.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. Pass to McCormick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the triple.
First personal foul, second team foul.
.54 seconds left in the half. There's the triple. Akobo, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the inside. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
To the left side wing. Pass to Diallo. Three-pointer. No good. That's his third miss out of 5 attempts. Diallo's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
The 3-ball. Hits a 3-pointer. Diallo's got 8 here in this quarter. There's 6 seconds left in the second period. Beyond the arc. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
I always like to play other good teams. To be the best, you have to beat the best. We'll see if they accept the challenge.
Iron sharpens.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going. And that'll do it for.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Balmaro. Scores after the quick crossover.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And James puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. James has got 14.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Korkmaz. No points yet. James deciding where to go with it. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. About a minute played here in the second half. 3 on the clock. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Pass to James. For the lead. Balmaro grabs the board.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And it's all from 3-point range. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Korkmaz. Knocks down the long J.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Brooks. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Korkmaz. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul. First
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. Good on both. Here's Balmaro. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Driving inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there, but the result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter, and it's good. 2 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
James against Brooks. James outside. 6 to shoot. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. James has got 7 points here in the quarter. 1:16 left in the third. Pass to Balmaro. For the tie. Sends it home from three-point land. Balmaro's got 7 points.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
For three, James. Again, the miss by James. 46 seconds left to play in the third quarter. That puts him in the lead. He's got 13.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Pass to Korkmaz. James, right side. Lets it fly from 18. James can't get that one to fall. Gets the three ball to go.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by 5. And right after this, we'll... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Pass to Mirotic. And the three off target.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And there's the screen. Korkmaz. And a miss there on the triple.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Three-pointer. Drains the triple.
He's tenacious, hitting from the perimeter while drawing the foul.
Number 32. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Offline with a three. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Mirotic. They get it back. Shot clock at 5. There's the drive. And that one's good. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Diallo gets the bucket.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Diallo's gotten half of his three-pointers to go in. 3 for 6. Pass to Mirotic. Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Cornai passes to Diallo. There's a screen. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Out left to the wing. Here's Mirotic. Pure from three-point range.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. For 3, Diallo. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep. It's hauled in by Akobo. Pass to Corneli. And he slams it in one-handed.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. To the middle. Here's Mirotic. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Launches it. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. Moving it up. Here's McCormick. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
Here's a Kobo. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Pass to Mirotic from deep three-point range. No luck on that one. Doris, with the latest collective bargaining agreement, teams have to be more strategic with their spending.
They do, Brian, and I think this speaks to the league's desire to make sure there's competitiveness across all of the teams in the league. There are now harsh penalties in place for teams that go over the luxury tax. So star players in their 30s or players with injury concerns aren't necessarily guaranteed max contracts in the future. You're going to see a lot more negotiations and smart decision-making.
They set the screen to the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. The rebound by Diallo. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Second team foul.
That free throw misses.
At the line for your home team, James. Taking 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second. And that brings him within 10.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
A deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
James with the ball. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. For three, Edwards. Rebounded by Papagiannis. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Here's Korkmaz. Drills the three-pointer. And here's Edwards. From deep. Kept alive. And that one is hammered home.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
From deep, James. Papagiannis kicks to Brown. There's the pick. A second chance effort. That shot off. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
James looking it over. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Korkmaz. The tray. Good on the three-point shot. Korkmaz has got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's De Silva. The three. No good that time. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's James. Brown outside. To the paint. Here's Korkmaz. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Korkmaz has got 8.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Three-pointer in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. 1:52 left in the first quarter. James against Edwards. Outside, James. Pass to krilexxx. And that one drops.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The shot. He trains the quick shot. 10 points for him.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
James, the pass to Papagiannis. Here's Korkmaz, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And here's Edwards from the arc. And the 3-ball is good.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
James with it. Still yet to score. Sinks the triple.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They push it up 4 on 3. Pass to Papagiannis. Here's Korkmaz. Into the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Outside Edwards. From the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's Monaco in at the 5, down low. Beyond the arc. Corniche with the rebound. Now Diallo. Monaco sets a screen for Diallo. Monaco passes to Diallo. There's a screen by Monaco. Fires for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Jacks up a 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Here's a Kobo. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. 1-on-1 here. And it's blocked. And they're moving it up. For the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And here they come. Booker pulls it in.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. It's to Diallo. There's the triple. There's Corniche, and he jams it with authority.
Good to see a player going all out for the games this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's Diallo. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And stolen by Diallo. Here's a Kobo, defended by Booker. Corniche, the pass to Diallo. Yep, that one goes in there. Diallo's got his second basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Puts up a 3, got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Over to the wing, stolen. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
On Thursday, then on Sunday.
At the line for the away team.
He's off on the first.
3 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Napier covering. Over to the left wing. Modiunas has the open look. And the 3 off target. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
He takes it in. Count that bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's a Kobo, defended by Booker. It's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the dunk by Booker.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now here's Diallo. He's covered closely. 20 seconds left here in the second. No good from outside.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Right wing, Giffey gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
Here's a Kobo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Our Kobo's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Up 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were. And with the playoffs, thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. They've got James. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 spot. Calathes passes to James. Good. That's Calathes who picks up the assist. James has got 6.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And James pulls it down.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's Calathes in at the 2. And Brown throws it down hard.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And the basket is good.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Edwards gone 2 of 4 from the field. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's krilexxx in at the 2-guard spot. From deep, James doesn't go for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
For the away team.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
We've got Brown. James is out there with Korkmaz. And it's krilexxx in at the shooting guard position.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Now here's James. He's got 8. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Edwards from the arc. The offensive rebound. From past the arc, it's good from long range.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
James has a 2-pointer. Connects, the jumper drops. James has got 10 points in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
A 3-ball. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. 6 points for him.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Pass to Korkmaz. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's picked off. James right side. .146 left in the 3rd quarter. No good on the shot. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Fires from the line. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Driving the lane, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Down low. And Brown throws it down hard.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Brown's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. There's a good screen. Back to Edwards. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's De Silva. Drops in the layup for 2.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Brown with the screen on Edwards. James has a 2-pointer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
It's stolen.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how this plays out.
It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Second shot opportunity. Oh, he nails nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? They're up by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Corniche is out there with the Owl. And it's Monty Eunice in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here's Napier. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Lets it go with a 3. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here he goes, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Takes it inside, and the shot goes in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
There's a screen by Monty Eunice. Okobo can't connect from 13 feet out.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And the shot goes down.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Diallo off target with his 3.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Into the lineup for your home team, number 55.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
James, that's a 2-pointer. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pass to Napier. Launches it. The rebound by Okobo.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
James, no good. And he drives in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Okobo, that's good. Okobo's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Booker is screen on James. Napier. The rebound by James. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Eunice, that's a screen for James. Yep, right through the net. James has got 13 points in the second half.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And he just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Pass to Corniche. Here's Okobo. Shot clock at 6. That 3 off the mark.
just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
.55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. James outside. Here's the screen. Takes a three. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Napier. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now. Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
Three-pointer connects from three-point range. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Napier with it. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visit.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Mirotic. From downtown. And he dunks it down.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And the bucket is good. About a minute played here so far in the first. The three. No good there. Right wing. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Here's Balmaro. Pass to Brooks. Takes it inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Here's Mirotic. The long distance three is buried.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Edwards against Brooks. Edwards, no good. Here's Balmaro. Pass to Mirotic. To the left side wing. Driving inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 4. Edwards for 3. He's off on that one.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. De Silva with the rebound. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brooks against Edwards. No good with a layup. Here's Balmaro.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
.149 left now in the first quarter. To the inside. Outside for Brooks. Clock at 4. From behind the arc. He buries it from 3. He's got 5.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Pass to De Silva. 1:14 left to play in the first. Good work there as it goes.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Here's Balmaro. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Fires in the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Pass to Brooks. 43 seconds left in the first. Lets it fly. De Silva with the rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. You got to finish there.
And there's the drive. It's good. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And stolen by Edwards. And they're pushing it up. Fires from deep. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 7. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Pass to Mirotic. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Leading by a point. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you and we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Here's McCormick. They set the pick. Banked it in off the glass.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
From 13, good. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
To the right side. He's guarded by Napier. And he banks in the layup.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
There's a screen. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range. 5 points in the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played, and it's in there.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Hits a three-pointer.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Booker defending. Excellent D there from Booker. In transition, here they come. 4-3. Doesn't go that time. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And there's a pick.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Napier. Just 5 on the clock. Deflected. Fires the 3. His first miss. 3 for 4 in this contest now. Oh, swiped away. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. A minute 9 left to play in the second quarter. 2 points. That one goes. 11 points in the game.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
There's a screen. Over to the wing. Takes the 3. He can't hit that time. 40 seconds left in the second. They now take the lead.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Booker. No good on the triple. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Here's McCormick. It's stolen. Gets it off. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Leading by just 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You take a look at the visitors. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds.
Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Right side, Edwards. Count it. Edwards got his first 2 points.
Identifying the weakness in the defense and exploiting it.
Now here's Brooks. Over to the left wing. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And that one misses.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
To the wing, right side. Four on the clock.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Pass to Balmaro. Here's Mirotic. Edwards pulls it in. On the break. Out to the wing. There's the three. Buries it from 3. He's got 10.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Driving in. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's De Silva. They get it again. The kick out to Edwards. Gets the three to fall. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Mirotic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Brooks. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass on the layup. Brooks has got 6.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Get there.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Three-pointer. De Silva with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Inside, out to the right wing. Launches a three. Not going to go that time. Here's Balmaro. And the three off target. Only one man back on D. The kick out to Edwards. Lets a floater go. And he sinks the layup. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
The shot, no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Second chance shot, and that one is hammered home.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And that's it for the third. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. He's guarded by Napier. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And there's the screen. Excellent D there from Booker.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. There's no way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And here in the fourth, he's been zeroed in, hitting some big-time buckets.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Fires the three. That one no good. Out to the right wing. one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Three-pointer off the mark. Blocked! Pass to McCormick. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's off on the layup.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Counted from distance.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. He's guarded by Napier. He's got a piece of it, and they get it back. From deep. Nails it from 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
1:49 left in the fourth. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Shot clock at 6. Booker no good. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Can't connect from long distance.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Off the mark there with a 3. All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
And BA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. That one is off.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. Picked it out of midair. The 3 is up. Money from deep. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Number 1, first personal foul, second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Brown out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 down low. Now here's James. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Balmoro. Shields. James defending. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Brown. Good on the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. James with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Brown with a screen on Brooks. To the middle, puts it up, and it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Korkmaz passes to Kalathis from the baseline. And that one hits back iron.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Balmoro. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss. James looking it over to the inside. Here's Papagiannis, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Korkmaz. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To the paint. Here's James. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Trains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's James on the wing. Brown. From outside, off the mark. Brown's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Inside. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Korkmaz. The wing jumper off target.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
From the corner. Brooks right side. Here's Balmoro. Scoreless thus far. Korkmaz passes to James. Here's Papagiannis. It's tipped. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, They've gotten into a bit of a rut. The season hasn't gone as they had hoped. You just get the feeling that they're somewhat discouraged right now, and that has them with an inability to break through.
And they take the lead.
If you allow them to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
James outside. They set the pick. Hands it from downtown. James has got his second basket of the night.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Back to Brooks. "26 seconds left to play here in the first. And here is James. He's got 5. Brown sets a screen for James. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shields. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And it's Okobo missing. We've got Diallo, and it's Cornish at the 4. Outside Mirotic. From the arc. Yunus grabs the miss. Pass to Okobo. Yes, that goes in. It doesn't go for him. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Yunus. Oh, that's blocked. Outside Mirotic. They set the screen. Drills it from outside.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. From past the arc. Yunus grabs the miss.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
From deep 3-point territory. Diallo no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Pass to Okobo. That shot off. Okobo's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Mirotic. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Okobo looking over the floor. Pass to Diallo. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Diallo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the second quarter. Here's Gozer. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now here's Diallo. Tight defense on him. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's a Kobo. Drives to the hoop. And he makes good on the layup. Kobo's got his second bucket of the game to go. Kobo's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here is Miritich. Here's Gozer. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Lets it go from deep. Kobo. That's good. Kobo's got 7 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at James, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 spot. He's covered by Brown. Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's James. He's got 9. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Balmaro.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
From deep, James, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. From deep, Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. No good there. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Takes it inside, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
For the away team, Korkmaz, taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Now here's Brooks. The three. That one doesn't drop. And they're on the break. Fires the three, and that one's good. Korkmaz has got 6.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Shields, and the layup's good off the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
James against Brooks. The drive by James, and the dunk by James.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. And James throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Brown sets a screen for James. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Brown, no good. Brown's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Brooks right side. To the right side. Shields sinks the triple. He's got 14.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter. Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Nice move. Pass to Balmoro. Down low. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, James puts up a 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Leading by 5. We're going to step aside. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We got Corniche, and it's Maniunas in at the 5. On Sunday, and then on Friday.
Shooting for the away team.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Diallo. Here's a Kobo. The 3. Unable to get that one.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Mirotic. Beyond the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's a Kobo. Banked in off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Back to Mirotic. There's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Right wing. Driving inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance. Spruce it up a little bit.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The first free throw is good.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Here's James. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Basket counts.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. And James throws it down.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Diallo. On the wing, James. Covered by Mirotic. 40's the pass to James. Fires the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. .26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And stolen by Diallo. And stolen by Mirotic. From deep three-point land. From downtown. Doesn't go for him. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And here's James. For three. Knocks down the triple.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Edwards. Here's the pick. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's James. Pass to Korkmaz. Brown with a screen. Here's the three. De Silva with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Into the lane. Got a hand on it, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. We played just over a minute here in the first.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
Brown with a screen. The drive by Korkmaz. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now, here is James. Driving to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Fires for three. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now, here is James. The quick look, no good that time.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's James. Going inside. Oh, and the jam by James.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Korkmaz on the wing. Let's go with a three. That shot off the mark. Korkmaz has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Edwards for 3. Sinks the tray. Edwards has got 5 points.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
They set the pick. Here's James. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Misses the corner 3.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Back to Korkmaz. 17-foot shot on the way. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
And here's Edwards outside. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. The 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
A chance at a 2 for 1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
James can't get it to go. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Offline with a 3. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him. This one for 3. No good on the shot. And that does it for the first quarter. Up 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Misses the layup. He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Corneli. They get the rebound. And he jams it home with authority.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
From the arc. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Akobo. On Thursday, then on Saturday. So it's the home team now. Outside Napier. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Napier. Hey, expanding his range. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Napier's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's a Kobo. And some very quick points for him on that possession. There's the drive. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to Corneli. To the wing, right side. 5 on the clock. Sends it home from three-point land.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Home team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He's guarded by Napier. And he drives in. That one's good. This game is all even. 5 points in the game.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Now here's Diallo. He's covered closely. And that misses. That would have put him up. Outside Napier. To the right side. Down low. Booker. Pass to Napier. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Napier's got 5 points.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
For 3, Diallo sinks it. What range from downtown.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
The 3 is up. He can't get that one to fall. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Pass to Corneli. 6 to shoot. And here's Diallo. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And it's good. Napier. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Akobo. Here's Mata-Yunus to the paint. Akobo gets the bucket.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Right wing takes a 3. The rebound by Corneli. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Over to the wing, puts up a 3. The rebound by Corneli. Corneli's got 4 rebounds now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. He takes it in and is blocked. Here we go, 1-on-1. Covered by Diallo. And he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a 3-point contest. The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them.
Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's James on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Yep, that one goes.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
Launches it. The 3-ball. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. James attacking, and it's James with the jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
Korkmaz on the wing. Brown with a screen. Lets it fly. Korkmaz, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Edwards against James. From outside the arc. Edwards can't hit. Edwards has gone 1 for 4 from distance. They set a pick. James goes in. And James throws it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. For the lead. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Yep, count it.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Korkmaz. Back to James. And stolen by Edwards. Out left to the wing. Here's De Silva. Drills it from deep. De Silva's got 8 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Edwards against James. And he makes it. James has got 8 points in the quarter. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. A deep 3. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And stolen by Edwards. From deep. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
James deciding where to go with it. Outside, Brown. Five to shoot. There's a screen. Here's James. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
And here's Edwards outside. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds in the game. Back to James. For the lead. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Off target from outside. Here we go. And slam dunk by James.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there. Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The visitors with the ball. Now Diallo. Here's Mata-Yunus. Pass to Corneli. To the right side. It'll count. And that's not going to go. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And don't go away. We'll be back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. He shoots it. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Launches a three. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, that's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Diallo outside. The three. Can't get it to drop. Diallo's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Pure from three-point range.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Will it go? And he lays it in.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Soft touch off the glass.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
He's guarded by Napier. Here's a Kobo, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
On the take. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Outside Napier. Covered by Diallo. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Sinks it from distance.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
This one for 3. Drops in the 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Booker.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 54 left in the fourth. And he gets the bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
James, outside. All right, Stan, what's one rule you change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Here he goes. That one goes in.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Oh, my. The air is thin from out there, but I'll tell you what, he's got deep range.
Covered by Diallo. Clock at 6. Cranes the triple.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
The shot by James, no good. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's the 3. That shot off.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
A Kobo, and it's off from three-point range. And so they get the victory here at home. This
Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Edwards. That one's in, his first shot this game. Here is Brooks. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
Armani Brooks taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. About a minute played so far here in the first. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the wing on the left. Mirotic, the screen.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
And here's Brooks from outside. No good that time. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Inside. Shields. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's Edwards on the wing. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Edwards got his second bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Mirotic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Lucic. Out to Edwards. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Got that one up quick.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Brooks against Edwards. 1:37 left in the first quarter of the game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. .54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got 5.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Drops in the tray.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
No good on the triple.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Edwards. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. This one for three. They grab their own miss. The tray. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Booker. He's got 12.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Here's the screen. A three for Mirotic. He can't get that one. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up 5. And we'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now. Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Good on the three-point shot.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ife. And the three off target.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
He rifled that one in from distance.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's De Silva. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Balmora. That shot missing. Napier with it. Still scoreless. The second chance effort. And he dunks it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
The three ball hits it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
No good with the triple. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Here's Quizair driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Launches it. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Napier covering. Balmora. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Let's go. And it's Napier missing.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And he gets it to go.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Fades away. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Napier covering. Pass to Balmora. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. For the three. That one misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Fires from deep. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Here's De Silva. No good there off the double clutch.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
41 seconds left in the first half. It's stolen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot is off. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up by 12. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest.
All right, guys. And that's all for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
To the middle. Takes the 3. He can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lets it go with the 3. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
From deep, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 7.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
A nice shot by Booker.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. That one, no good.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Takes a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Mirotic has got 8 points.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Not going to go that time. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. There's a good screen. No coverage that time.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Lets the three fly. Doesn't go that time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
They get it back. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. Lucic. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Booker pulls it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. 7 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
There's the triple. It's deflected. They need this. It's not going to go for him.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Shields. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Lucic. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. And that one is stuffed right through.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Edwards, no good. To the left wing. Shields. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And now we've got the intentional foul. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Three-pointer. McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nailed from three-point land.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
To the wing right side. Fires for 3. The shot that time, not on target. Jacks up a 3. And Napier pulls it down. It's good from long range.
and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Wasted no time on that one.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
From deep three-point land, De Silva, no good. Well, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. Fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that.
To stop the run, a three-pointer is right on target.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 20.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Gozer. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Launches a 3. That shot no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Napier covering. They set the pick. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Fires from way outside. Rebounded by Balmoro.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Gozer from past the arc. No good. Shot missing. From deep three-point territory. That one no good. Fires from way out. Down it goes!
Wow.
Down it goes!
There is answer!
Nice.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.